Welcome to, I guess, our first Clean Slate Friday.
Okay, so
Period. For now.
um, how'd you come up with clean slate?
Well, everybody wants one, right?
Yeah,
It's pretty appealing.
yeah,
That sounds good. I want one of those. And the cool thing about a clean slate, though, is like it's not hard to really get. You just got to wake up, and try again. Like clean slates.
yeah. It's the clean slate from other people that's tough to get,
Oh yeah.
like from our moms.
Oh yeah. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one for sure.
Um, let me see. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so how you been?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So we're gonna start this series. It's gonna be the Clean Slate Fridays.
Yep.
This is gonna be a guest slash panel show
Mhm.
eventually. Obviously, this is the first one, so we're just
Mhm.
gonna kick it.
I'm coming for you, ladies. I'm coming
Yeah.
for you. I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear how you did it, what you're doing, all about it.
So format for it will be just interview or what's gonna happen.
Um, I haven't really given too much thought because I think it'll be like kind of different. Like I know I have this mother and daughter that are both in recovery and they're in the program together.
Hmm.
And hopefully if I'm still around here for Mother's Day, I think that would be like really cool
Yeah.
to see like hear who was in recovery first, because these are women that are in the room and I truly don't know the answer to that. So I would love to dive into like a mother and a daughter in recovery. Like that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to hear some of that. I also want to hear some of the other stories that their Instagrams didn't look like mine. You know what I mean? I want to hear some of the women that maybe fought a harder fight than I had to fight. Gone a little bit deeper, maybe we'll say. I want to hear from those women too.
Yeah. That's a subjective thing, right? Because the hardest thing you've ever gone through is the hardest thing you've ever gone through.
Right?
But it's interesting, right? It's like I know people that have been fucked over, like raped by their dad, ended up in prison, like all kinds of stuff, and they're just like the happiest people in the world.
What a
Yeah.
dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
What a dream. But it's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's perspective. It's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of perspective. And it's a lot of choices. Every moment I have a choice. I have a choice. Am I going to react? Am I going to walk away? You know, what am I going to do? Am I going to pray about it?
Yeah. Are you gonna squander the opportunity to learn? Right? Is this just gonna be a pointless suffering, or is this gonna like teach me a lesson?
And that's where the clean slate comes in.
Okay.
That's where the clean slate comes in. I guess when you're ready to learn, grab your clean slate because it's right there. When you're ready, when you're willing.
Yeah, the willingness. That's a whole. I've been having these conversations with people about like Harmony Grove, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we are the treatment industry on average, like the addiction professionals claim to be in the business of saving lives, right? Have you heard this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, but it's not true,
Mm-mm.
right? They're in the business of saving lives that can afford it.
You got me thinking last time I was on here, you said something. I forgot what you said. You said like it was like the average medical professional gets like 6 hours
The
of training,
average medical doctor
the
gets
doctor.
6 hours of addiction medicine training.
So that like sparked a whole rabbit hole. I haven't done research yet, but I'm going to. But that just like, so I wonder how many people are coming into emergency rooms, right? Like how many people that are, in the throes of their disease or their addiction, and they're totally not getting the care that they need.
That's a that's something that ends up happening for a lot of addicts is that they have no way to access care, but they can't be turned away from an emergency room. And so, I had a cousin. His wife was like a training nurse in an emergency room,
Hmm.
and she like lost her soul. Like
I believe it.
by the time she was done, like she had to like fully like recenter herself like in a meaningful way because the amount of first of all trauma that you're witnessing, but then just the manipulation in the games that are going on, but then and then that's
And you can only
across
treat the symptom. really there. Like in the ER, or like, you know, people that need help, never been to the ER, like whatever. They go to the ER, they expect to get some type of help, but they're just going to treat that symptom. They're going to give you a banana bag. For me, at least, they're going to give you a banana bag and send you on your way. And I'll be like, let's
Yeah.
talk about that. Let's talk, you know, like, let's talk about why you're here, lady. Let's.
Yeah, and they know, like, most people that are in our situation are med seeking,
Hmm.
right? And so it's like, and okay, I shouldn't say that. They've had so many people try to access that level of care
Mm-hmm.
for med seeking behavior
Mm-hmm.
that they just assume that's what we're all doing.
Mm. That's totally different.
Yeah.
And that's just like, well, I mean, that's like a perspective thing too, but it's like you can't give an addict or an alcoholic an inch either.
Yeah.
So it's like double
Yeah, it's there
double
there's
standard. They're not trained. I'm
it's
not even
that's
trained,
exactly what it is.
you know, to sit here and say like they don't know what it is, or they'll send you on your way, rehydrate you. For me, for like my circumstance with like alcohol, pills and all that, not seeking. I never was like seeking medication, but you know, they send you on your way and get you good to drink again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah.
Get you good to drink again.
Um and these are people that are dealing with like gunshot wounds, suicide attempts, like, and we're in there like trying to manipulate them for some oxycontin.
Hmm. Yeah, there's probably a bigger problem in there.
Yeah, I after I no longer had veins, and I was injecting straight into my muscles, I would get these abscesses, and then it was I would get multiple abscesses at the same time, and then I would just shoot straight into the abscess. It turned into a mess. And one time I was
You went to the hospital at some point.
one time I went to the hospital, and it was and it was like an emergency. Like, I was passing out everywhere, like I couldn't walk, like,
You're infected as fuck.
and I didn't yeah, oh yeah. And I didn't want to go,
Uh-huh.
but my wife now was like, "You have to go." And she had to like convince me to go. And they admitted me.
Mhm.
They drained all these abscesses and like, and I wake up and I'm like, "Okay, I'm in the hospital. Like, I have no drugs on me." And I hit the nurse button. I was like, "I gotta go." They're like, "You can't go." I was like, "I am leaving." They were like, "What will make you stay?" And I was like, "I'm about to be in withdrawal. Like, you have to make me comfortable or I'm leaving." And they gave me 20 of Oxycontin,
Mhm.
and I took it. And 15 minutes later, I was out the door.
Oh my god. So did your stuff all close, or like what, like how was that? I mean, I imagine if you're shooting the drug straight into that, like did they patch you up good enough to, obviously you're still here.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know at the time, like, actually how dangerous a game I was playing with these abscesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it gets into your bloodstream, it can kill you, like, really quickly,
Connor.
and I would have softball size, abscesses that I would just keep injecting into,
Yeah.
and,
Gambling.
yeah, I just didn't know. I just didn't know, like, how dangerous it actually was. I knew it was dangerous, but then we knew a girl, her name was Christina, she's now passed away from this,
Mhm.
but she had abscesses all over her body, and, uh, we were literally going into a Ross. It was me, my girlfriend, her, and this other dude, and we were going into a Ross, and she, like, literally disappeared. Like, we go outside, there's, like, no emergency vehicles, like, what happened, right? And we're, like, all living together, and she just disappears. And, like, some time goes by or whatever, and we go to this homeless encampment where her ex-boyfriend was, right? And her name's like rest in peace. All he wrote all over the place, like, and he is just so depressed. And this has like been 2 months. And we find out that that day that she left us, she ended up in the hospital and passed away in the hospital
That
from
day?
abscesses. I don't know if it was that day, but it was from that episode.
Oh my gosh, look at that. But for the grace of God go I.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it was like my solution to this very life-threatening problem that I was having wasn't, "Oh, I should quit." It was, "I need to find a different way to introduce
Get
these
high.
yeah, into my system." And so this is where I started smoking heroin again, and this is how I ended up started smoking fentanyl.
It seems like okay, no, like this might just be like me being naive, but it seems like how do you go from like smoking to injecting? Because like that seems like completely different.
It happened
Like,
real
wouldn't you just pick to smoke it instead of getting an abscess? I'm thinking, but what do I know?
so
Walk me through that.
by the time I was done injecting,
What came
um
first?
what do you mean?
Like the smoking? Smoking it obviously
So
came first.
I smoked oxys for like 3 weeks. I smoked heroin for like 2 days, and then I was already injecting.
Oh wow.
And then, so when I was done injecting, I'd been injecting for 15 years, 14 years, something like that. And I had no veins left. Like I was using like the palms of my hands.
Mhm. I've seen
Like,
people use like their eyelids. Did you ever do that?
no, I was so like malnutrition. Like I was so emaciated and like no hydration that like I would sit for hours in the shower, like in a hot shower, trying to find a vein and just like fishing and like ruining shots. And like it was a nightmare.
So at that point, like when you're trying to do it right there, like what's the difference between doing that and like going and just smoking? It's not the same anymore.
No.
It's
Yeah.
not
It wasn't even like a thought, it was like that was
totally
when I
different.
was a kid, I would smoke, like,
Okay, like real shit. Like
yeah.
now I need the real shit.
Yeah. I
Ah.
don't know. And it's just like addiction is so illogical. There's no like, and on the flip side, it's like recovery is so illogical too. Like, how many people will be like, "Why do you guys do that?" It's like, I don't know. I really don't know why we do this, but it works, so we're just going to continue to do it. And like, there is no linear logical track that we use to be able to say this is why we do this thing. There are some things that it's like very obviously logical, like the amends process and like
Keep coming back.
abstinence,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's like
Yeah.
very logical, but for the most part, like a lot of people's ritualistic things that they do around their recovery is illogical. And a lot of the things that almost everything we do in addiction is illogical. And so, I mean, we could justify to ourselves all day, like why we shouldn't do this,
Mm-hmm.
and we're still going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just the disconnect, the mental disconnect that we have in our addictions is
Yeah. Or
we,
the worst is when you go back and forth with yourself on like not when you're at the point where like I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Like no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. That's like that war, that
yeah,
back and forth war, and then the dark side always wins.
yeah, oh, yeah,
That battle was like excruciating. I remember that. Like, should I do it? I shouldn't do it. I have the free will to do it. Like, I could do it,
yeah.
but I know I shouldn't do it. Fuck it, I'm gonna do
Yeah, this is
it.
this is the literal cognitive dissonance that people talk about in the stages of change,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where it's like you can be in that pre-contemplation stage, you can even be in the contemplation stage and still understand that like I should not be injecting heroin. It's going to kill me, but I have this single benefit, whatever it is, and it's like you are just constantly playing this game of like rationalization and justification and
Hmm.
rationalization and justification, and it's
In comparison, for me, a lot of comparison. When I see someone else doing what I can't do, it makes me feel bad for myself that I can't. I'm like, oh, and then I got to pull myself out of pity for a second.
like, what's an example of something that they could do that you couldn't?
We'll have a glass of wine and leave it on the table. That's for one.
Oh, are you going through this right now?
Probably, yeah. I
Okay.
would say ongoing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, similar stories like you said yesterday about the woman that came in and was cured, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever her case was. That lady has been on my head since you said that yesterday. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm sick or what? Because I'm doing that like rationalizing and that like justification, even though our conversation ended with, no, you're right where you need to be. You're an alcoholic. Like my brain was still like, but she did it.
Yeah.
What's different?
Yeah. The major difference in who we are and who that person is she can drink like a gentleman. And you have proven to
Myself,
everybody,
myself.
yeah, that you cannot.
Yeah. But there you go with the ism, which never goes away. Like I will have this disease that constantly tries to convince me I don't have it.
Yeah, it does go away.
That part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dr. Shaw, like we talk about it all the time where I'll be like, dude, when was the last time you thought about drinking? I ask him this all the time because the answer is always like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 times last week, whatever. And he's got 12 years of sobriety.
Hmm.
The thought of drinking might never go away. The supercharged thought that's supercharged by the emotion that makes it a viable option, that goes away. And once that goes away, it's like, yeah, I can honestly have a thought of a drink and immediately be like, yeah, that would be a fucking terrible idea.
Oh yeah, no, I'm there too. Like I can play the tape forward completely.
Yeah.
Like there's no like there's not even I mean, if it's a split second, it's a split second. It's no more than that. And I know like every day I tell myself I wake up, I'm like, that's not an option for me anymore.
Yeah.
It is not an option.
But that does go away, right? The like I am, and it comes with it came with acceptance for me at least. It was like, and there's a critical mass that happens in recovery where it's like it fills up, fills up, fills up, and then tips. And now all of a sudden you have built this life or you have had these things that recovery is giving you
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, it's just not, it's just not. And you know what though? The systematic robbing of the full benefit of people suffering. This is
Mm-hmm.
where this plays in because it's like they could literally go back to it because it's like, yeah, it really wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But for me, it was fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It
It's almost
was
like a
terrible.
let them, you know, like
They need to.
yeah.
They need to. So, who we are talking about is whoever's intervening in the consequence needs to let them experience the consequence. A lot of times it's family.
Mm-hmm. A spouse.
Yeah, whether it's a first degree relationship or a second degree. So, meaning like family, external family, like, or friendships,
Mm-hmm.
right? Most of the time, especially nowadays for men, it's a lot of work stuff will intervene.
Mm-hmm.
And there are
I hear
consequences.
that time and time again. I
Yeah.
sat down with my boss and I had to come clean and say, I'm an alcoholic.
Dude, I was at the car dealership yesterday
Uh-huh.
and this lady, she's wearing a beanie with the string like untied,
Uh-huh.
like a sundress with a bright red coat and Uggs with like flowers on them.
Okay.
Okay, so vision, right?
Okay. Got it.
She's probably like 55.
Vibe.
Yeah, yeah. And she comes up to me and she's like, "Can I touch your baby?" I've got the baby in the baby carrier. She's like, "Can I touch your baby?" And she's asleep, so she like grabs her foot and she starts like, "Oh, you're so cute," and it's boom, just alcohol and cigarettes, and
Oh.
it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon,
Oh God.
and
She's gonna buy a car today.
no, no, she works there,
Oh, she works there?
yeah, and I'm like, fuck, how do I approach this lady? Like, what do I tell her?
So what'd you do?
She disappeared. And I didn't get a chance to. But what I was just gonna do is like give her my card
Yeah.
and like,
She'll know.
yeah.
She'll know. Or she won't.
Or she won't, right? But yeah, you get into like it becomes it's like you said, the dark side always wins.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to refer to my recovery as the dark side, but hey, but the dark side always wins, whatever that means to people. And it's like what I was saying.
What does that mean? Your recovery is the dark side.
Yeah, this is like the
Like the black sheep path? Is that what you mean?
how many people will enter recovery and stay in recovery versus not, right? And so like the Sith have like very limited numbers versus the Jedi have like whoever can join,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
it's also a superpower. Recovery is a superpower, and I think like we're gonna get into like Star Wars philosophy right now.
I guess.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer for the new Mandalorian movie?
Movie.
There's a movie. It's coming.
I don't
The
do.
trailer.
I'm a purist. I don't do Disney Star Wars.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to give the little baby Yoda a chance.
No, I read the books,
You
and then I'm a
gotta give
George
him a
Lucas
chance.
purist. So
Okay, well, my prayer for you is that your children will bring you to the Disney Star Wars
I've got
side.
girls.
They probably will.
I hope they do. I hope they
They probably will. I
yeah.
hope that for you because my kids were watching it and I saw that there was a movie coming out and it's like literally the Mandalorian and Grogu, the little green guy. It's like their story. And I was like, oh, I'm totally watching that. It's
Yeah,
so cute.
I watched I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna do it," right? And I saw, like, one of the movies in 2015. I saw that in theaters, and I was like, "Oh, dude," it was the one with Ray, like, the first one with Ray, I think?
Uh, I don't know.
Okay, anyway, I saw it, I was like, "I I should have never done this."
My husband's probably watching this right now. Bitch, you don't know Star Wars?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
people hop in the
Oh.
comments. Moms, if you're there, hop in the comments.
Hi, moms.
Um, yeah, and then I watched, the Acolyte.
Is that the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. I only watched The Mandalorian. What is it? Is there like a there was a recent one that just came out and it was like I cannot think of the name of it. It was like a single person. I don't know. I cannot think of the name of it. Was it like okay, Loku? That's not the same thing. That's something else. That's
Loku.
Marvel.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what the hell
I'm
I'm
not a
talking about.
Marvel fan either.
Yeah, I don't know Marvel at all. But there was one recently that came out, and my husband watched it.
Morning, Terry.
Good morning.
Yeah, so then I watched The Acolyte and I was like, solidified it. I'm definitely never doing this.
You're never doing it again.
Never doing it again.
Well, I hope that changes for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just they have gone so far off track of like what the actual. Do you know how many Star Wars books there are?
Mm-mm.
There's like 140 that were written before Disney took over.
I don't think I could follow through a Star Wars book. To be truthful, I think I could try.
Get locked in a cage for multiple years and you
This
will.
is book, okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, I mean, when you put it like that, I guess that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Do a lot of
I
stuff.
read a lot of dumb shit. One of my favorite series is the Twilight series.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's okay. Do you know who Aaron Hernandez is?
Mm-hmm.
The
The football player?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. He wanted the Harry. No, it wasn't Twilight. It was the that's my sponsor. Hey girl.
Hey.
Shit, what were we talking about?
Aaron Hernandez.
Oh yes, he was in jail and they were having him. Can you drop off my Harry Potter
Oh, yeah, yeah.
books?"
You know what though? When you're a psychopath killer like that, I could definitely see how that would be a book that would
Pique his interest
for sure. So yeah, I mean,
Have you watched Frozen yet?
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
First or second?
First.
What'd you think?
I then started showing all my daughter all of like the Disney classics.
Okay.
I was like, this is sad. How old are you?
30.
Oh yeah, so you know, like pre like computer animation, that's where like all of the good ones were. We showed her Mulan.
Mulan's a good
We showed her
one.
the Goofy movie,
Mm-hmm.
the Great Mouse Detective.
Peter Pan. My kids
we watched Peter Pan
love
the other
Peter
day.
Pan.
I'm gonna do Alice in Wonderland and
my kids never stayed in Alice in Wonderland. They thought that was so weird.
you know, one thing that I'm noticing is that there's a lot of substance references in Disney movies.
Yeah, there is.
From back in the day, at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Have you watched the old Pinocchio?
No. So we're gonna watch that one soon though. But
you're gonna turn it off.
You're talking about the Pleasure Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the smoking.
Yep.
And the drinking. And all. I turned it off.
So in Peter Pan, there's a scene where, I mean, just they could never make these movies today because they're in like the Indian tribe and it's like the song about why is the red man red? And like they're passing a peace pipe and like these kids are hitting it and turning green. And I'm sitting there thinking, and this is right after I watched The Great Mouse Detective and like, what else did we watch? There was like something else where I was like, they were subliminally putting messages into our head around like what is attractive. You know, it's like
that's sick.
See you, Terry.
Bye.
Yeah, and then but the history of Disney and like all this stuff. There's some nefarious shit afoot. for sure.
There's definitely some rabbit holes you can go down
Yeah.
with Disney for sure. But I choose to just turn my blinders on with that one because I do love a good Disney movie.
Well, I'm starting to realize like those are very like no wonder my parents would constantly watch these movies. They're really good.
No, they're really good.
Yeah.
And so Bluey. Do you know what Bluey
The
is?
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have you ever like sat down and watched an episode or is it just on in like passing?
I've never actually had it on in my house.
Okay. There's an episode. It's called Takeaway, and it's the dad trying to take the kids to just pick up dinner. And the mom's not there. Just the dad taking the two kids to go pick up dinner. And that was the first episode my husband and I watched. And we were just doing shit with the kids and we stopped and we were like, oh my god. And it was hilarious. It's like 6 or 7 minutes is a Bluey episode. And it's just hilarious. The dad's inside trying to order, the kids are outside causing chaos. One of them has to go potty and they're dogs so they can
Yeah.
have bush wheeze, you know. And so I have boys so they can have bush wheeze too essentially. But that was the first episode we watched. It's called Takeaway and I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. They're teaching us like every single Bluey episode there is like a lesson for the kid and there's a lesson for the parent.
Oh, dude, they're manipulating us into watching their shit.
Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's yeah, they're doing that. Research and development around attention spans is really I talked to a mother. We have a 5-hour interview. Um she sent her son to I saw that.
I already did.
Yeah.
I already did. Oh
But
gosh.
she had to send her son to a boarding school for device addiction. And this 13-year-old kid wrote me a letter that she read to me in the interview. This kid sounds he's quoting like classic literature and like talking about things that people in like their 5th year of recovery talk about.
Device addiction.
Yeah.
I hyperfixated on that. Device addiction.
Uh-huh.
We're treating that.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a major process disease, process addiction.
And you're seeing children?
Children are probably the most acutely affected because adults are no longer like under the microscope of their parents.
Mm,
But adults are having the worst outcomes around device addiction.
mm,
I mean, you see, this is a very common thing to see, like the 30-year-old living in his parents' basement that is glued to his. And there's like incentivization around this, right? Like I have a brother that joined a clan for Halo back in the day
mm-hmm,
and would like go compete in tournaments and win money.
mm-hmm.
And everybody thinks they're going to do this, but it's not true,
Yeah.
right? But people there's multiple things that are happening at the same time. It's like our attention span is being deteriorated like by the minute. Our ability to communicate with each other is being deteriorated. But one of the most important things that ultimately when you talk about it, it's like, yeah, what so there's a transhumanist movement that wants to depopulate basically, and the best way to do that is to get people to stop having sex. And so now you take a young man's ability to communicate with a female away and all the constant rejection that happens between like the male and female interactions and like you
Ooh, I
take
see big picture.
oh yeah, you take all this away and this is how you end up with
Mm,
mass trolls on the internet that
mm.
are what are they called? They're
Or catfish. Catfishes too.
no, they're called incels,
Mm,
involuntary celibates, right? Like
mm.
and
Involuntary celibate. They don't even realize.
yeah.
That's damn. Imagine that realization. I mean, I had a pretty hard realization with alcohol, but imagine that one. Like, fuck, I'm doing this to myself.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Damn. There's
So
a place for that. You can find help.
I mean, dude, it's like but this has been systematically done to us.
Yeah.
I was the last generation of kid, like the last year of kids to go through high school without a cell phone.
Mm. Wait,
And
so how old are you?
I'm 37 in April.
30. Okay. Yeah. So
I
we
hope
had,
that's right. I was born in 89. Yeah, 37 in April.
I'm not, as you know, quick math, not my thing. um, yeah, I don't know if you remember. Do you remember like the Firefly phones?
Yeah, like the safe phones.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
like literally only call your mom, your
Mm-hmm.
dad, and your grandma. That's like what I had in middle school, and then we started going up. So like we had like the Razor was big,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went into the iPhones
Dude, so
that
I
were like so fat.
I go to prison in 2008 and I come out in 2012. And I go from an LG chocolate, like the box one,
Oh, I remember those.
to
Yeah.
everybody having a smartphone.
Has a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
And I remember thinking to myself, like, I know you're not going to remember the feeling, but remember having this feeling. I had this feeling for months. I would walk around and I would feel like the world had changed.
Well, it did.
So, but evolutionarily, when you think about like humans, we've been around for maybe 50,000 years. Like,
Hmm.
if depending on who you talk to, right? But let's say that's factually true 50,000 years, humans evolved into this.
Hmm.
And then in basically instantaneously, like we have a piece of technology that is literally a part of us now. And so we didn't evolve into it. We weren't prepared for it. We didn't know what was going to happen. And then I have this theory about like A plus B equals C plus internet equals destruction. Whatever it is, right? You can add, um, it could be like completely benign too. It could be like coffee. Oh, for sure, coffee. So, person likes coffee, person buys coffee, fine. But if you add internet to the sales of that, like, have you seen these coffee shops where it's like lingerie baristas?
Hmm. They look like little strip clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have
dude,
seen
you think
those.
that would be a thing without the internet? Like, they're not making all their money based on selling coffee. They're making their
Yeah,
money on like ad revenue,
yeah,
right? It's like,
yeah.
but dude, they
Oh my gosh. I can't. Yeah, that's funny that you say that because yeah, I did. I just saw like an ad for one of those like in Tomball a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "This is really a thing. This is
yeah, oh
taking
yeah.
off."
Dude, I have to go see one of these things for myself to make sure that it's real. Just to
Y-
make sure it's real.
just to make
Yeah,
sure it's
just to
real.
make sure it's real.
Okay, yeah, Pixar, it didn't happen. Mm.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Coffee's such an interesting thing in the recovery world.
Oh my gosh.
Have you heard these debates around like
Are they putting crack in the coffee?
no, the sobriety? Like,
Uh-uh.
do you have real sobriety if you're addicted to coffee?
Yeah, I don't like those. I don't
Conversations?
like those conversations. I really don't like those conversations because it goes kind of like what we were talking about, before this, like who gives who the right to say,
Right.
Who gives who the right? It's the same thing with like taking antidepressants in the program or
Yeah.
whatever,
Hmm.
I don't take pills. I don't take pills. Well, I do take pills. I take antidepressants because if I don't, I'm sad as fuck.
Yeah.
And like and hey, a recipe for a relapse for Stephanie is a sad Stephanie. So we need to make sure that she's got her chemicals good.
Hmm.
She's good up here. She's taking her little antidepressants and she's Gucci, and that's fine. Now we're not abusing them because you can't abuse them, really. I mean,
Unless you're in jail.
to my knowledge, yeah. See,
And
I
then
wouldn't know
they
that.
they will snort anything in jail.
Antidepressants, ouch. Okay, well, the more you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even stuff like that, like
But even still, they're abusing them, but they're not it isn't doing anything for them.
yeah, no, it's probably just like bored with my hands kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I don't like, and there was a woman in the program that I like tried to which I'll never do again. But she was really struggling with like uh she had like miscarriages and
Like postpartum shit.
and but she wasn't really looking at it like it was postpartum. She was looking at it from a different lens, like and me having known and gone through like the knowledge that I have on postpartum, I just tried to like shed a light to her after the meeting, and I was just like, hey, like I just want you to know that like chemically, like your brain is not the same after something happens like this. Like chemically, you may need something. Like
Yeah.
you may need something to, because I mean, having one miscarriage is one thing in a year. Having two is a totally another thing. Like your brain is scrambled eggs. Like it's trying to figure out what's what. And she yeah, no, she did not like that. She's like, nope, I am sober. That's why I come here. And I was like, it took me back. I went in my car and I was like, so I'm not
Yeah,
sober.
so this is like one of the debate points in philosophies around what recovery is.
Yeah.
But Dr. Shaw, again, right? The medication, AA stance on medication and other drugs. There's a pamphlet in every clubhouse on the rack. Just go read it, right?
I'm gonna look
And
for it now.
yeah, go read it. And ultimately, I mean, I don't know how much leg I have to stand on because I'm not an AA person. Um, but ultimately, what the pamphlet says is that they don't take opinion with outside issues, right? And so ultimately, medications are an outside issue.
And I'm pretty sure it says too in the book, like, see a doctor.
Yeah,
Like that it I don't know verbatim, but I know that there's like a chapter, I think it's like in it's not the family after. I don't know. It's something like that, but it's like after one of those and they specifically talk about like AA is not meant to replace like
medications.
your physician. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like go to the doctor. If you need, basically long story short, if you need what you need to get you through the day, like and still maintain like your sobriety because like my sobriety looks different than your sobriety, right? Like there are people it's tons of shit. Like you could compare whatever. And
hmm
I just feel like, that is the one thing that I will say about AA is that it's hard to walk in there sometimes and not feel like the judgment. Like you want to be honest, you want to say like this is me, this is everything I come with, this is what I'm doing on a daily basis, yada yada yada. But there's also like shame and guilt because like my way does look different than a lot of other people's ways, and I didn't realize that like taking an antidepressant was one of those things. And so like you're talking about coffee and stuff, like there's people in the program that I know like that are like I'm done with coffee, they're quitting coffee, like they're going to like and then now they're done with their vapes, and it's like that's awesome,
yeah,
that's really cool for them. But like I'm still sober if I'm drinking coffee over here, you know what I mean? Like that's your win and I'm so happy for you. I'm cheering for you.
yeah,
But this coffee to me today, this alcoholic, she needs that coffee.
sure.
She needs that vape.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Shaw, I love to quote this guy, right? He's one of my favorites. He's a really good friend. But he would always bring this back to thine own self be true. Right?
Mhm.
Whatever that means to you and your recovery.
Mhm.
Um, and we've gotten into these discussions where it's like, okay, Callie sober,
Mhm.
right? And this is a Dr. Shaw is like a huge 12-step guy, right? Multiple fellowships, not just AA, multiple
Is he
fellowships.
like a meeting maker?
He is a do what it takes guy, right? But he's a physician. And so he goes to, I'm sure if he wasn't a doctor, he would go to even more. But he goes to like his regular meetings.
So he does have like a home group.
Oh, he's got, I think, a home group in every fellowship that he goes to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so he's an AA dude.
No, he's a slaw dude. You know what that is?
Mm-mm.
Sex and love addiction.
Mm.
So it's like slaw first, AA second, and then he
Mm.
participates.
Mm.
But and it's like so he has a home group in both of those, and what he always reverts, and 12 years sober, got sober in the rooms, runs a practice where he really tries to, especially in recovery, this is like a lily pad type thing where you're gonna like leapfrog into different phases of the development, right? Talks
Mhm.
about the phases of development
Mhm.
in your recovery,
Mhm.
and it doesn't mean that like you're gonna find that ultimate lily pad and just stay there,
Yeah.
right? There's gonna be like an evolution after that and an evolution after that, and this goes for life in general. It's like,
Multiple destinations.
yeah, the thing about it is like recovery is not a destination.
Mhm.
You'll never arrive, and it will be this is a practice that you will get better at as you practice,
Mhm.
right? And so it's like,
Practice. My sponsor. Oh my god! I hope my sponsor was listening to that. She was literally telling me this morning. She's like, "You have to practice. You can't try. You have to practice self love, Stephanie."
yeah, so the word try, I think people lose, maybe they never had it, but like how important the language is that you're using. Because try implies that there's a chance that you'll fail,
Yeah.
right? But
If you practice.
yeah, if you're practicing, then what you're doing is just getting better at it, and there really is no pass fail.
And when you say the word practice, like there's no perfection in that.
Yeah,
None. You can practice and practice and practice, and you can like try to achieve perfection, but you as long as you're practicing, you know. You
I mean,
take
like,
perfection out of it because
I'm
I'm a
a
perfectionist.
so yeah, that perfectionism within the program, I think it's a really hard thing to like
That's why I don't even talk about my promises anymore. I can't.
yeah.
I can't compare. I can't look. They're like
S-
a benchmark.
So I'm a Celtics fan, and
Okay.
the best to ever do it, obviously in my opinion, is Larry Bird.
Okay.
And this guy was the best to ever do it. And he would go before practice and stay after practice. And then before games and practice and after games and practice. I mean, this dude just practiced and practiced and practiced. And this was the best to ever do it. Right. And so if that guy needed to practice more, right. And you hear all these stories about like Michael Jordan and like other greats where it's like, dude, their whole thing was they practice the Mamba, right? Like practice, practice, practice.
Yeah.
And recovery is one of those things where it's like I've seen people do it
Hmm.
so good. So good. It's like, dude, their recovery fucking kicks ass. And then I've seen people who had a shitty recovery. And I really think that like the major difference is time investment, right? It's like how much time are you investing into your daily habits? How much time are you investing into the literature? How much time like that's the practice.
So what I heard when I walked in the rooms was because everybody will like make excuses like, oh well, I have this, I have that, I have that. So front like I was stripped of that like right away. They told me if you had time, like spend the time that you would spend getting fucked up, and I was like, oh shit, that's all my time.
Yeah,
So then what? Like, and so like that that like thought was stripped from me from like the beginning. No, like there's no reason why I can't put all of my time into this. Even practicing like little moments like with my kids, my 7-year-old, God love him. I love him so. I love you, Braxton. You're so much like your mommy. Um but he's just like me, and in those moments where he's pissing me off the most, it's cuz he's the most like me.
of course.
And I gotta sit there in that moment and be the mom to him that I needed to me. And in that moment we both heal. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
Like, isn't that crazy? Just I can just like revive my existence on earth just by giving a hug to my child and being there for him in a way that matters to me.
someone told me once that you will never be a man until your dad dies. And then he was like, but you can do things that you can, there are things that you can do to practice being a man until that day comes.
You're never a man until your dad dies.
Yeah, like you will forever have that crutch of your father until you die, until he dies. And then you become a man.
If you have a good father, right?
I don't know. I should ask this dude again, like to break this down even farther. But when he told me that, I was like, I really like digested it and like applied it. I was like, okay, what does this actually mean? It's like, again, it's the practice, right? Like you can practice this stuff, but also I'm like the oldest. Doesn't really count for me though, because like effectively the next sibling in my siblings has taken the helm of like being the oldest son because
So you've been replaced.
oh yeah, oh yeah. You know, there's like these stories about like all these big family events where it's like supposedly what he said was like, yeah, you know, I shouldn't be the one doing this, but here I am,
Hmm.
you know, and it's like, yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm. That shit sucks.
Yeah, it sucked hearing it later, especially because it was like my grandpa's 70th birthday, like people's funerals,
Something
like
that mattered.
yeah, yeah,
Hurtful shit.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's like the practice part of it. I feel like a lot of people forget the practice part of life. Um, because even if you're a perfectionist, like you'll still never get there. And you might get really close. So I have a mentor. His name's Taylor Kavanaugh, and
Shout out Taylor.
shout out Taylor. And one of the things that we talk about all the time is what I told you. Yes, was it you or no? I was on someone's podcast yesterday. Um, it's the tightening of the daily process, right? The tightening of the daily process with an eye towards living a perfect day that you will never ever reach,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so it's like incremental tightening of the daily process, whatever that means, whether that's um, picking up the ice when it drops on the floor from the ice maker,
Mm-hmm. Returning your shopping cart.
returning your that's my
Do you
big.
return your shopping
I
cart?
don't.
You don't?
I don't. And now it's like a I don't know. You're the second person that's talked to me about this on this
I
podcast.
think God might be trying to tell you something,
You know
dude.
who it was? It was Jordan Hayes. Shout out Jordan.
Shout out Jordan.
But yeah, it's
So that's crazy to me. You are the first person in recovery I have met that does not put their shopping cart back
no, you're this is the first person you've met that's
that I
being
know of.
honest. No, that's being honest about it.
Let's being honest about
Yeah.
it.
You think 100% of the people that you've talked to, I mean, maybe.
I mean,
I
they
don't think
they
so.
say that's like one of those like esteemable small acts that they tell you
Of
in the
course.
beginning.
Yeah.
Like you said, put the toilet seat down.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
Look, maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't believe it though. How do like the
What's it gonna take to get you to put your shopping cart back?
well, you know, that's what Jordan asked. This was months ago. So I will say this.
Uh-huh.
I say just generally no, I don't, because if I can't park right next to it, I'll just leave it there. But if I can park right next to it, I will do it.
Okay, so out of convenience,
Yeah.
that doesn't count.
Okay.
That doesn't count.
Okay.
It's disingenuine.
I'm a really lazy person. Just in general.
Character defect right there. We got sloth.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I do things correctly the first time or try to because I don't want to do it a second time.
Well, I guarantee you that the next time you're shopping and you're pushing your cart, you're gonna be like,
Oh no, I'll think about it. I will think about this conversation. I will think about the Jordan conversation. I will think about all of the cart narc. I every single time. But you know what? You know what I started doing? This is so shameful. I probably shouldn't even admit this, but I haven't been to the grocery store in months.
what do you
I
do?
just Instacart everything now.
Like to your house?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I can't do all that. I will get in trouble with that. But COVID was a really cool thing that happened in terms of we can grocery shop online. And like I can do whatever I need to do and then like go pick it up at the curbside. And now HEB has like I can even order like a little drink. I can get a Coke while I'm waiting
What?
in the curbside. Like that's awesome. So anything to avoid the grocery
Okay.
store.
So check this out. Device addiction.
Uh-huh.
We have systematically also taken all of like our micro interactions with people away just by doing that.
Well, yeah, because I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah, but do you remember going to the grocery store like when I was a kid and like even when I was like not a kid, like a teenager into like young adulthood where like you would go to the grocery store and you would have these like micro interactions with people of like acknowledgement, smile,
Eye
wave,
contact.
whatever, eye contact.
Hmm.
People aren't doing that anymore.
Yeah, no, 100%. People don't even say excuse me or open the door anymore. But that's stuff you notice in recovery.
Hey, you know what? I moved here from California 2 years ago.
To Southern hospitality.
2 years and 11 days ago.
Uh-huh.
And I had a culture relief, like not a culture shock. I had a culture relief because I come from California where literally people do not talk to each other.
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey. It's the same thing. We're not nice.
Yeah.
We don't talk.
They don't talk to each other. They don't acknowledge each other.
And like sir and ma'am is kind of rude.
Oh, ma'am is like
like you're calling them old.
yeah.
So here I was like
So it happened to you too?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. And we moved here right before some big hurricane.
Harvey.
No, way before that. I've been here a while now. I think it was like
Katrina?
No, it wasn't Katrina. It was the one right after.
Irving?
Ike. Yeah, Ike. And we moved here like right before that. We had all of our stuff, so like still.
You know
in
how I
boxes.
figured that out?
Huh.
Katrina's K-H-I-J. Yeah.
You just did the alphabet.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, the things you know.
Good job. What the. You just confused me now. I'm thinking
Yeah, so
about
you
the
came
alphabet.
here during Ike.
Oh yeah, and the people here, they were like, they knew that we were new, I guess, and they were bringing us food and inviting us over in our apartment complex, and like, and then the hurricane came and nobody had power, and all the kids were outside like running with bikes and stuff, and my family and I, because we're like snooty as fuck at this point because we just came from New Jersey, and we're like, these people are crazy.
Yeah,
these people are nuts.
Yeah. So one of the things about Texas that I really blew my mind was like that Southern hospitality is a real thing. And from what I hear, like this is like a really mild version of Southern hospitality. Like as you go deeper into the South, it just gets even nicer. Like people are just so nice in like Mississippi and Alabama and like
that's like the bless your heart.
Yeah.
Type. That's
like
the bless
Southern
your heart
bells type. And like the whole nine, right? But
yeah,
what shocked me was hospitality, Southern hospitality is a real thing, unless they're driving. And then it's like driving in Mexico.
That's true. Or New York. Yeah, that's true. Have you ever been to the rodeo?
No.
It's
I wanted to go when 50 Cent was there. And then I found out, first of all, how much it was, but then how many people are going to be there.
okay. You don't do the people.
And I was, so yeah, I will, but not for that.
Did
Yeah,
you
not for that.
did you see the lineup this year?
No.
It's pretty good.
Well, who is it?
Mm.
What was his name? What was the concert you fucked your life up at?
Post Malone's not going to be
Post
there.
Malone.
No, Post Malone will not be there. He actually is on my amends list too, my sponsor, and I decided that would probably.
Post Malone is
Post-
on your. Oh, because you like blamed him for shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why you gotta have such good music? Get
Yeah.
fucked up too.
Hey, reach out to him
I'm gonna.
because
I am going to.
he's like notoriously known for like being really good with fans.
Yeah, I have been sitting on that amends for a minute, but yeah, I do have to make an amends to him. Have that amends.
So who's on the lineup?
Let's find out.
Because
Kelly Clarkson, holla.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. It's pretty but you don't have to go to
Kelly
see somebody.
Clarkson?
Yeah, don't talk shit. She's amazing. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Okay. Okay. All right.
Piece by
She
piece.
had a great movie. What was that movie called?
Kelly Clarkson had a movie?
Yeah, she was in a movie when she was good looking still.
She still is good looking.
I each to their own. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Okay, rodeo lineup 2026. Let's see. We got the basics. We got like Luke, Brian, all that stuff. We got J Balvin, Lizzo, Riley Green, Kelly Clarkson, Chris Stapleton, Tim McGraw, Cody Johnson. I'm missing people.
Music's an interesting thing in recovery.
Why do they not have like a rock night? Oh, they do have a rock night.
Really?
It's just not loading. I don't know who it is. But yeah, they have like a Mexican night, country night. Music is a crazy thing in sobriety.
Yeah.
I be listening to it now.
Yeah.
I'll be listening to it instead of like, you know, getting ready and taking shots and like all that stuff. Now I'm like, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Oh my gosh, there's this country song I heard the other day. It was like drinking water on your wedding day. Okay. I was listening to this and my husband Jordan's like humming along to it, and I'm like, and I thought that I misheard him because I was like, what the fuck did you say? And this song is like talking about how she's drinking wine or water on her wedding day, and he knows that it's because she's pregnant and yada yada yada. And the end of the story, at the last verse, he's like, "Oh, we both know that I came over like 2 months ago," and I'm like, "What the fuck? What is this story going on here?" I would have never heard lyrics in my in my disease.
Yeah. The thing that so I have a really good friend. He's like his sobriety I respect a lot because it's also married to like a very devout like religious structure too, and he's like all in, and him and I have like so much in common, like just with our past of just like some crazy shit, but he refuses to listen.
Creed is the rock one. Sorry, I
Creed?
just remembered. Yeah, Creed is the one who's coming for rock.
Okay, I might do that. Creed
saying.
was like amazing when I was a kid.
Well, now that he's old now, so
I got that album Withered when I was like 11 years old.
is that the
one where
arms
it's
wide open?
no, it was the one before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well there you go. Go to the rodeo.
You know, he's got a crazy story.
Creed?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea.
The singer.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, you got to check that
Is
out.
he in recovery?
So I don't know if he's in recovery still, but
it's like a
I would
recovery
assume
story.
that he is. But yeah, crazy story.
I'm gonna look that up.
Actually, a lot of people do.
Oh yeah, that's cool too.
You know who's in recovery that like is really public about it? Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
And he owns a tequila company.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know Dos Amigos?
That's him.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt. It's two friends.
That's interesting. So I wonder what came first, like the sobriety or the.
Pretty sure the sobriety. He's in long-term sobriety.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. I don't know. I mean, they say it in the book though, like if you have a reason to be there, or like
Oh
you
yeah,
can make a
I mean, dude, if the sobriety is supposed to get recovery, not sobriety. It's supposed to give you your life back.
yeah.
Right? It's not supposed to like take anything from you. It's supposed to give it all back.
Hmm.
And especially when you're talking about like we could talk about like, oh yeah, you could go. I know sober people that like goes to bars with their friends to do like karaoke, and that's fine.
That's on my sober bucket list. I have yet to do that.
Those
I
are
can't sing worth a damn, so it'll be a really bad like
most people can't.
3 minutes for whoever's listening, but I'm gonna do karaoke
Do you have like
sober.
that one song that you think you can sing really well?
Earl had to die, or
Okay,
Goodbye Earl, Dixie Chicks. I can't sing it good, but I got passion. Earl
Dixie
had to
Chicks.
die.
They were a big deal when I was a kid.
Yeah, they're not the Dixie Chicks anymore. They're just the chicks.
Huh.
Like the syrup and all that. They had to take the lady off the syrup.
Aunt Jemima.
Hmm. I think she would be really sad to know her.
I think so too. I had a school. Oh, this is probably maybe I'll get canceled over this
No,
eventually.
not
But
today.
I had a school security guard that looked just like her, and my
Really?
dad would drop me off and be like, one day he was like, "Dude, doesn't that look like the chick from the syrup?" And I started calling her Aunt Jemima.
Oh my gosh. He's sorry. He's kidding.
I'm not kidding. I'm also not sorry, but cancel me. See what happens. I'll just stay.
Don't. This is my first show. Don't cancel me.
Well, don't cancel her. Cancel me.
Yeah, don't cancel me. I still have an amends to make to Post Malone. And I would love to see Bunny XO and
I'm gonna
Jelly
make a
Roll one
short
day.
out of this. I'm gonna make a short out of this and post it and see if it gets posted to him.
All right, you got to send it to me though.
Yeah.
I'll put it on mine.
Okay.
Post Malone. I
Don't do it.
apologize.
Okay, I'm gonna cut that part out. I'm gonna make. We want him to contact you. That's the goal.
Okay.
Post Malone's gonna contact you for this event.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, maybe I can have like a redo one day and go to his concert and like actually hear his music because I still have all the videos and everything on my phone. I just don't have the balls to
of the night.
of the night. I've got it
Have
all.
you watched him?
No, no.
Okay, you gotta send that shit. I want to watch it.
Shame
Yeah.
shivers. No, yeah, I have like all the videos of and like the whole night. The whole night is there. And then it was good. Okay. It was okay until we went to the bar after the concert and I should have took my ass home. We were good. I'm walking in the bar and then it's pew 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 pew. Gone.
Lights out.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let me tell you about this guy. He refuses to listen to rap.
Wait, what guy are you talking about?
My friend.
Oh, okay.
And before I had met him, I made this decision too that like I've got to stop listening to mainstream rap.
Okay.
Okay. And
What's
so
the reasoning behind that? Poison? What do you think
it was so
distasteful?
no
What
no
are
no
you?
no. It was like during your formative years and like while you are forming your identity, like I became blinded by what reality was and what fake shit was based on the music that I was listening to. And now, now that I'm sober, and this has been years, like I realized this years ago, and every now and then I'll like listen to a song, and it immediately does it to me, but it'll put me in like this state of mind where it's
Like a deja vu?
no, where it's like I just it's so weird to be so heavily influenced by music, but just the door that it kicks open in my mind is
Uh-huh.
like too dangerous for me to continue to listen to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. A little bit. Like it'll take me to a total place. Like they're like so getting dressed or getting ready, like putting makeup on and all that stuff is like a big kind of trigger for me.
Oh, really?
Cause I used to get fucked up and do all that stuff. Like that was like fun.
So you
The pregame.
daily drinker though, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, daily drinker, but when I was like drinking at home, I'm not getting dolled up or anything. But so like if I'm
Okay.
going to like an event or something, yeah, that music was on, the shots were pouring. I was totally like
I've
probably
never understood that.
the pregame.
Well, I'm not a drinker.
It's just like I don't know, just like take the edge off, like woo, get loose before you get there, and
Yeah.
then you can spend less money at the venue or wherever you're going.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes,
But
there you
I
go.
always hear pre-game stories that end up in
Blackouts.
terror stories. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I got nothing else to say besides yeah.
I never hear pregame stories that end up like, oh yeah, and then we went home and went to sleep.
No, you never do.
So is it like an alcoholic thing to pregame, or is this like normal people do this shit too?
Are you asking me like I'm normal?
Well, do you know? Did you ever pregame with normal people?
Let me tell you, I could bring out the alcoholic in anybody. So I don't know.
Because I know normal people that drink always say that they're alcoholics. Like it's like a
I was
thing.
calling myself an alcoholic before I came into the rooms. I knew that. I knew that.
You were an alcoholic though.
I
I'm
knew.
talking about like normal people that are not alcoholics.
Oh,
So
like they say like they drink alcoholically,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like they throw it around. Well, that's fine.
yeah. I don't know if they do that anymore. So I hung out with drinkers in high school
Mm-hmm.
because that's what most high school kids do. I wasn't normal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and they would like in high school, I would hear them be like, "Oh, I'm an alcoholic." I had a really good friend. He faked having lung cancer. Like
Mm-hmm.
this guy was weird.
Okay.
To He was 24 dating a 16-year-old and I was 17 at the time and didn't really realize how weird it was. But anyway, he would always be like, "I'm an alcoholic. I'm an alcoholic." And I think he was. Pretty good chance that he was because he was always drunk. He got a juice can tattooed on his arm. Remember juice?
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting though. That I mean, you're talking about high school.
Uh-huh.
So somebody that young you're talking about is recognizing that they're an alcoholic or saying they're an
Well,
alcoholic.
I was in high school. He was 20. I was high school age.
Oh, this is the 24-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, still that's still kind of young, I feel like, to be able to like identify as an
What's the
alcohol.
youngest person you know that got sober?
Oh, actually, there was this one girl I went to a meeting in Channelview and she was like 17.
Yeah. I know a 12-year-old that got sober.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Was it drugs or alcohol?
How old are you? 30. Do you know
30.
what YPA is?
Uh-uh.
Young People's and Alcoholics Anonymous.
Uh-uh.
It's young at heart. So there's like 50, 60-year-olds that go to, but it's kids. It's not kids, it's like adults, young adults that go. And
Hmm.
most of my early interaction with the program was with YPA.
Really? I had never heard of that.
Yeah. I don't know how big of a thing it is here. It's a huge thing in California. I went to the YPA convention, like the National YPA convention, and that was in Austin like 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard of that, but I went to this meeting out in Channelview one day and she was like really really young and she had been in it for like 2-3 years
Yeah.
already. And it was devastating, but her story damn. I mean, she's gonna it's one of those double-edged swords because it's like I'm so sorry that you had to suffer like that, but I'm so grateful that you got it over with right now
Why do you think people apologize for people suffering?
because it sucks. I mean, I'm not apologizing because I'm not saying like I'm sorry you suffered. I wish you didn't. But suffering sucks. And
Okay.
walking like the suffering line, like sometimes we gotta suffer to get the shit we want. And it's not easy, like
Yeah. I only feel bad for people who don't get to suffer fully, right?
because they never yeah.
But I think suffering is a blessing
It is a blessing, but it still sucks.
most of the time. It
It's
doesn't.
like a growing pain thing.
Did you have growing pains as a kid?
Like actual ones or
Mhm.
like no.
Dude,
I'm a little tiny.
me too. I'm probably barely taller than you, but dude, I had growing pains. Like they were so bad.
Really?
They were so bad.
My kids don't have them either, but I have like friends that their kids have them. I
Yeah.
guess that means we're little too. They're
So
gonna be little.
my dad would like his day looked like this. He in the morning he would do like a paper route. So he would, I don't know, leave at like 3 or 4 in the morning. And then he would go to law school all day. And then at night he had a lab route. And then he would come home and then have to rub my legs all night long.
Because of your
Growing
growing
pains.
pains.
And looking at it now, like as an adult, as a child, I never understood that that was going on. But as a kid, as an adult now, I need to, I've been talking about this a lot. I need to like thank him for that.
100%. If it's
Yeah.
still in your heart and it keeps surfacing,
Yeah.
you need to show that gratitude.
Yeah. It's been like, because I've been having this conversation specifically so much lately,
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking about that a lot. But yeah, suffering is it's only unfortunate when they get robbed of that ultimate benefit.
Yeah. It's a fine line though, because like, I don't know. For me, I want to show compassion, right? I want to show compassion for everybody, and I want to be Captain Save a Ho and save everybody all the time.
Hmm.
But I can't do that because, what is that doing? Robbing people of their bottom,
Yeah.
putting the pillow under there. Like I hate watching like a newcomer come in and then like not come back for a little while. That sucks. And I want to take that from them, but it's not. I can't, you know?
Yeah.
Like the suffering, because like I can so desperately like relate to the suffering when someone comes in and I'm like, fuck, I'm so sorry. Like, but I guess I don't know.
Dr. Shaw tells this story. Like, I think he was like, I don't know where in his recovery he was at, but he like walked up to his sponsor one day and he was like, "Hey, I think that guy's drunk." And his sponsor was like, "No way. There's a
At an
drunk guy at an
AA
AA
meeting.
meeting."
Yeah.
He was like, "Why don't you go talk to him?"
I know, it's crazy. We had somebody freak out at our meeting one day about like somebody not putting $1 in the coffee thing. And they were like, "You gotta put your dollar in." And she was all upset, and somebody else was like, "Well, you can't come back here if you're gonna act like that." And then somebody else like chimed in across the room, and they were like, "This is the only place where you can act like that, like, and we come back.
Yeah.
We don't shoot our wounded."
That
Yeah,
is so crazy.
yeah. There's some crazy stories about AA meetings, but you know,
I've been on the I went to a meeting one time.
have you been to a meeting in Texas?
Yeah, this is where this happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to this meeting and I had gone to this meeting religiously for months.
Hmm.
And uh and at the time I was like spending all my time at the clubhouse and I would just sit there. Like it was a fucked up time in my life. And I was like just sitting there. The meeting was about to start. The person that was leading the meeting like gave me a reading. And I had just like told everybody that I was on Suboxone. And this person walks in and was like, saw me with one of the cards and like walked up to the desk, and, like whispered something, and then like the leader stands up, walks over to me, and he was like, "You can't read that, and you can't participate." I was like,
Are you kidding me?
"No,
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay,
no."
so that person, I don't think that person is working a very strong program, because what the fuck does that tell the person who walked into that room? That like what?
Yeah, so that happened, and I quit doing AA very shortly after that.
Like reasonably so, reasonably
Yeah,
so, because it's like you come in there to be vulnerable. See, that's scary, and I'm grateful that I haven't had a situation like that. I mean, I've made an ass out of myself in those meetings, I'm sure, before, but um, that's crazy. That's somebody, you're there to get help.
but you know what? It was super important for that stuff to happen to me because I found the peer support model.
Yeah.
And through that, I've discovered that there's a world of recovery,
Yeah.
right? And so, like,
Outside of those rooms.
yeah, I mean, even within the rooms, like, you can still participate in a 12-step program and expand your horizons on your recovery,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Dr. Sean and I get into these conversations all the time where it's like a well-rounded recovery does not mean you go to a meeting once a day,
Mm-hmm.
right? It means you're doing this and you're doing this and you're working out and you got
Mm-hmm.
nutrition and maybe you're sponsoring people, but then in addition to that, like there's other things that you're going to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like put all your eggs in one basket and something like that happens. Not even, like it didn't even have to happen to me. It could have been, I could have saw that happen and I would have had the same reaction, right? Where it's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
That was a bad. I would like to say that that was a bad experience, and that's not
it
happening.
was, it
But
was,
it is probably still happening. Like,
it is.
like I would like to apologize on behalf of, but
A few people have done this, right? But here's the reality. It was one of those things that I felt like was preordained to happen so that I could expand it into
this.
whatever else. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, if that didn't happen, I don't know if this would be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's like I'd just be. So I had a guest on. His name is John.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it like he was like, if I would have kept my chemical sobriety date and just continued to be AA sober, he evolved into other fellowships, right? But he
Mm-hmm.
was like, if I would have done just that, I would be miserable,
Mm-hmm.
I would be miserable and making other people miserable. And so it's like that's why I always say that it's like a leapfrog game of like you need to constantly evolve into what Dr. Shaw and I end up saying is like,
What life needs of you, what life requires of you
yeah, your
almost.
spirituality ultimately is what it comes. Either we live on a spiritual plane or we don't. Like it either is or is not,
So that's yeah, that's a I mean, essentially that's what I hear in AA too. God is everything
or God is nothing.
or God is nothing.
Yeah,
And so if I can't say God's nothing. So then I gotta say he's everything.
right.
And then I gotta reframe everything.
Yeah.
Stop there. Like, okay, reframe, you know? It's like the same thing. He's at everything or nothing.
Yeah. So it's like the evolution of the spiritual life um, is like central to what a recovery is for me, at least. I have a friend, uh, he has a church, right? And it's purely addicts and alcoholics, right? And uh, his name's Chris Hopper. He came on the podcast.
Shout out, Chris.
Yeah. And this dude amazes me. His whole like half of his face is completely tattooed. Uh he wears like he came into the podcast, had a mohawk, Joker shirt.
So he looks rough, like he looks intimidating.
He looks I don't know about it. He looks like somebody who would not be preaching on Sunday and
Mm,
then going out and helping homeless people on Wednesday.
okay.
And then everything else that
He
he
doesn't
does
look the part. Got it.
doesn't look the part.
Got it.
And it amazes me to like talk to him because there's a disconnect between what you're seeing and what you're receiving,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's like this person's spiritual growth has like outshined me for sure. Like I think like he would be somebody in my world that I would say is like a spiritual giant that like has literally changed, I don't know, hundreds of lives, right? And I talk about the ripple effect of recovery pretty often. And it's like, that's why it's a superpower. It isn't because of what it does for you, it's what it does for other people that you'll never recognize.
Mm-hmm. The people behind you.
Hmm. Or the people around you, right? It's like with you and what you got going on, like
Mm-hmm.
those people, whether you realize it or they realize it or not, are going to inherit something from you that maybe that plants a seed or whatever. But have I told you about the three superpowers? I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How? Yeah. How I'm not good at math. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it isn't because of the thing in and of itself, it's because of what it does outside of itself.
What do
Right?
you
So
mean?
like high level math
Mm-hmm.
in and of itself could never create nukes or space travel. Right? It's what somebody did with it,
Yeah.
right? Outside of that itself. So outside of my recovery, whatever happens outside of that because of it, like that's what makes it a superpower. And then like childbirth, obviously. Right. But
Yeah.
so I don't know. It's like I feel like people, you ever heard of like the AA plateau?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's like anybody's recovery, doesn't matter what pathway it is, can plateau.
I think I'm kind of in a plateau a little, probably.
Oh no,
Like,
I don't think so.
no, no, like
Dude, you've got way too much tumultuous shit going on to be in a plateau.
maybe I was in a plateau last week. Yeah, maybe you're right. Because this week I was pretty yeah. I think I experienced my first real deal like emotional hangover this week. People don't talk about that, or they do talk about it, but they don't actually tell you what it is. But it's like a real thing. And I like texted my
Mhm.
sponsor. I was like, "Why do I feel like I drank yesterday? Like I feel like I got hit by a bus." And she's like, "Girl, that's an emotional hangover." And I'm like, "That's a real thing."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that people don't talk about because how do you describe it?
I went through something and now my body hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
know what's crazy? You know, like most symptoms of depression are physical.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like you've got this mental component to this thing that manifests physically.
Mhm.
And it always blows my mind.
Mhm.
It's like,
Yep. There is it will depression my depression at least will manifest physically in my body.
yeah,
Eh, yeah.
most people it does.
And it took a long time. Like I would have these massive headaches and stuff. Depression.
Yeah. Have you seen those people that like can't get out of bed
Yeah.
because their like body hurts so bad from
Mhm.
their depression?
Mhm.
Yeah. I have like a mental illness uh, that I've never had to actually go through like depression or anxiety, which sounds great, but it's
So what do you get instead?
My emotional bandwidth is much smaller than most people's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like people have feelings like this, and I have them like this.
Okay. So kind of hit or miss with them. Got a small gap.
Yeah. No, and it's like, so this is what it is. I have antisocial personality disorder,
Okay.
and
You have anti-social podcast host, antisocial.
so that's it. Isn't antisocial as in like you can't socialize. It's antisocial behaviorally. So
All right.
it's
So school me.
the definition of it is a pervasive disregard for people's feelings, real or imagined, that started in childhood and evolved into adulthood. And there's components of it where it's like emotional stunting, criminality, like a bunch of other
Layers.
things. Yeah. So it's antisocial behaviors.
Okay.
Not most people who have it
Which is
are very
crazy.
social.
Yeah, because you're social. So it's crazy how that is very crazy too. And I feel like that's like I know we talked a little bit about like autism and stuff. I feel like that's where that comes into it for me because like I'll be feeling something and then the opposite side of that spectrum is like what's coming out.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Hmm.
Or like laugh at a funeral. That's me. I don't know why.
Yeah. I think a lot of
Like what
alcoholics.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know why. So, and that's like I don't know. My purpose with this whole podcast and everything is like, we can't take ourselves too seriously. And like, we have to talk about this shit. We have to band together because like, we are some fucked up people on our own.
Yeah.
But when we come together, like, we make something beautiful, something, whether it's, a stranger and a stranger or, just sitting here and talking. Maybe there's another daughter out there that feels how I feel.
Yeah.
There is somewhere.
Hmm.
Maybe she's not watching right
Dude, it's
now.
like what I told you.
Yeah.
You know, the terminal uniqueness that people always like like across the board have like early in recovery. The thing that you're going through specifically with your mom, there's hundreds of thousands actively going through it and billions that have dealt with it.
And the scary thing and the sad thing, like the sad thing that comes with what I'm going through is the guilt and the shame that comes with just feeling the real feelings. Like I feel so guilty. I feel so guilty that I cannot have a relationship with my mom. Like I really do feel guilty. I feel like that's my I have to be fucking that up somewhere. So I have to stay in the solution and remember I'm not fucking that up. I'm not adding anything into that. So like for me, I don't know if I stay over here, but I don't know. It's really sad too because as a daughter, you can't look at the situation and find reasonable fault in yourself
Hmm.
if that makes sense. And I know like your standpoint is like I changed it and it's my fault. I can't get that puzzle piece yet.
Yeah, so it's really hard for self to critique self, and a lot of it has to be. I have this philosophy of social calibration of the moral compass, right? Where like
Mhm.
we have our compasses because we've done things, we can do things, we're willing to do things, and it's a very, very easy step to do those things for us, right?
Mhm.
So we've done all these things that most of the world would never do.
Mhm.
And so most of the world will stay in the solution and avoid the problem at all costs. And we are coming from the problem towards a solution. So the lens that we're looking through is different, but also we have a skewed compass. And so our true north is a little off. And so in order
A
for,
little.
yeah, for some of us, it's really off. But
Yeah.
um, for men, I'm a man, so I speak from like a man's perspective. I had to find like my tribe of people that I have. First of all, um, when I left the rooms, I knew that I needed my tribe, right?
Mhm.
Because if I was out there like in the wind, like I'd probably be using.
You're working on a relapse, yeah.
Yeah. And so I found somebody that I respect, that has lived experience, that I can go to for advice and trust they will point me in the right direction.
And you don't call that person like a sponsor, that's like your mentor.
That's my mentor.
Cool.
Right. And only Navy SEAL in the history of the world that then became a French Foreign Legionnaire. Uh, all he does is help other men now. Like that, he made a living out of helping other men.
Has he been on the podcast?
Not yet, but he lives in Idaho. He's from California. He now lives in Idaho, and this dude's just massively busy.
Cool.
Like
Maybe
he's
you
got a
can do
podcast.
like a phone like a Zoom.
No,
No, he needs to be here.
what's up, dude? This dude lives in the Netherlands.
Oh, the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Good morning.
What up, man? He actually is one of Taylor's people.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But dude, this anyway got kicked out of the SEALs for steroids. Then started selling coke, fentanyl at like it was just a really crazy recovery story. You know what he had to do? He had to go join a French military contingency of foreigners where he had to nobody spoke the same language, right? And he went up to the French like the French what is that mountain range? I always forget what it is, but the French Alps.
Mhm.
It's freezing. There's snow. It's like negative degrees. Like it's fucking freezing. And he lived in like the dungeon. And like, dude,
Ooh,
because he was a Navy SEAL, they'd be like, "Hey, Navy SEAL, go scrub that toilet," and like throw a toothbrush at him and shit like that. Like,
this is a tough man.
yeah, he called it his baptism in humility. But he had to do something massively extreme in order to change whatever it was that was fucked up. And he had to do it for 5 years,
It's
right?
similar
And
to
then
like your.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of similarities, right? And so I found this man that I have massive respect for, who
You kind of want what he has.
kind of want what he has, but
Hmm.
more importantly is I know he's going to point me in the right direction, and that's the social calibration of the moral compass,
Hmm.
right? So now I can, and I call him on dumb shit,
Hmm.
right? Like I'll be like, "Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?" Or like, "Tell me about this." Like he is a new father too of a daughter, and it's something that we talk about. It's like, and this is where my whole every maladjusted female in the world that I've ever met, like every what I'm talking about is like every prostitute and stripper that I've ever known, none of them have said I hate my mom. They all say I hate my dad, or it was my dad that fucked me up, right? And so I am pretty convinced that it falls squarely on the father's shoulder to raise a well-adjusted woman, right? And so I know your story's a little different, maybe.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say a daddy is important. A daddy is important for a daughter, but sitting in the situation that I'm in the chair that I am, with the reality that I have, I can sit here and I can tell you that an emotional, available mother is just as important, if not more important, for a daughter.
I agree.
Because that daughter learns how to love herself the way her mother loves her.
Okay.
So the daughter will let people treat her the way daddy lets, right?
Right.
But the daughter will love herself the way that her mother
Mm-hmm.
loves her.
Yeah.
So if your wife is a good mother, a loving mother, emotionally available mother,
Mm-hmm.
your daughter will talk to her. Your daughter will feel safe. Your daughter will grow up not afraid of her, not afraid of you,
Yeah.
right? Because what do we say? You grew up to you survived what out of fear? What'd you say? Protection? What'd you say yesterday?
Oh, that's a whole conversation. But
I forgot.
ultimately, what it comes down to is nobody escapes their childhood unscathed.
Pretty much. And the cool thing about that is like I'm learning with my kids now.
Yeah.
We're like almost like we're mentally like the same learning stuff, you know? It sounds
Yeah.
stupid,
No,
but it
it's
is. We're relearning. Like I'm teaching them how to be kind to themselves because I'm learning how to be kind to myself.
okay.
We're learning it together. You
Yeah.
know, I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna yell at you. I'm gonna feel like shit about it. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go breathe. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you that I was wrong for doing that because I've never once heard my mom say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I hurt you. Or like, I hear you. That's something I say to my kids all day long. Or even if it's something like so silly, I just like, I try to make sure that I say at least like 3 times a day. Like, I'm so glad you told me that. I'm so glad you told me that. Even if it's random shit.
Oh.
I'm so glad you told me that because they get like hyped. And they're like, I want to tell you shit.
How old are your kids?
I have a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old, 6'7", a 6-year-old, and a 7-year-old.
Dude, that meme
He
is.
had a 6-7 birthday because he turned 6 on the 7th, so I had to be a cool mom.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, 6-7. But yeah, I tried to tell them, I'm so glad you told me that because, whatever it is that they're telling me, it matters to them.
Yeah.
So I need to stop whatever it is that I'm doing, even if it really doesn't matter. And I don't, I'm so glad you pooped at school today. I'm so glad you told me. How'd that make you feel? Because those are things I never heard.
Yeah.
Those are things I never heard. Or like, do you want to talk about that? Like, because the answer is always no. They always say no, but then it'll circle back and we'll be talking about it.
Yeah.
And I don't remember that second part growing up. I don't remember circling back and talking about things. I remember, being on protection mode, trying to protect myself
Yeah. You either
and be
learn.
heard.
Yeah. You either learn how to protect yourself or love yourself.
Yeah.
And they are two different states of mind, right?
That's it. Yeah, that's
One
it.
is in a parasympathetic state, one's in a sympathetic state.
Yep.
And in order to learn, you have to be able to build prefrontal cortex. Like your neural pathways are only available. Your 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 prefrontal cortex is only activated if your amygdala is quieted. Right. So if you are in fight or flight,
Mm-hmm.
you you cannot learn. It is physically impossible.
That makes a whole bunch of sense because if you're in, I feel like, and I don't know if this is possible, but I do feel like I spent at least the last 10 years consistently in fight or flight.
Yeah.
Consistently, like
Yeah,
just
probably
trying to
more than
survive.
that. Most people, from my experience, like working with people and like, I don't talk to normal people. I just don't. I don't
Your
know
favorite people
many.
are addicts and alcoholics?
Yeah, all of let me think. Outside of like family members, I don't think I talk to any normal people.
That's cool.
I just
That's
that's a
pretty cool though.
yeah.
So you literally are like speaking another language to
Yeah.
others.
Yeah. Oh, dude, can you imagine if like what I actually talk about most of the time, if I tried to talk about this stuff to like normal people, they'd be like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, are you some conspiracy nut?" Like,
Yeah.
that's what most
Yeah.
people would think.
Oh, you must be woke. Right? Or crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, I wonder if I would fit into that basket. That's a crazy basket to fit in.
The woke basket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that got hijacked?
Have I ever got
No,
hijacked?
that got hijacked. Woke.
Oh, it got hijacked?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So when woke in 2016, when people first started saying woke,
Uh-huh.
it was conservatives that were
Yeah.
saying, oh, that they were woke to like they were
Uh-huh.
hip to the skip. It was
Uh-huh.
like part of the Donald Trump movement.
Uh-huh.
And then it got hijacked by the blue-haired feminists.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it got hijacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real time. I watched it like real time get hijacked.
Real time hijacking.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here? We've got 2 people left. We had some pretty good turnout today.
Where are you supposed to look? Where do you see that?
So this is who's actively in the room.
Oh, right there?
Yeah. And we had like
Ah.
9 at one time, and they were like,
9.
but they were, and at the end, I'll get a tally of like total viewers during the live.
Cool.
Yeah. And I think so. You broke the record. Before that, it was 120 viewers in one live, and I think yours was 134.
I broke the record?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at me. Fucking killing shit.
Your live actually has the most views now too.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's really awesome. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is really awesome. I hope to continue to bring people because it matters to me. It matters. That's why I'm doing this. It's why I'm pissing a lot of people off sitting in this chair
Really?
and talking about just my life.
Like who?
My parents.
That's not a lot of people.
It's not a lot of people, but they do have like the ability to kind of like umbrella down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I do have a little bit of that. And like I understand. Okay. I understand because as a parent, when your kids are, using or whatever, you have one or more children with the same problem.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand like you're going to self-reflect and be like, where the fuck did I go wrong and all
Oh
that.
yeah.
So like I can understand, I can understand and I can respect you know, that not everybody wants to hear my story, including you. That's why I guess you're yawning.
No, I'm yawning because I was on a
Just
podcast till
kidding.
1 in the morning.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Good
supposed to
shit.
be 90 minutes, turned into like 3.5 hours.
Were you at your house with your baby?
Hmm.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I couldn't do that here until 1 a.m. and then drive home.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
So where you're on the other side, right?
I'm in Friendswood.
Friendswood. Okay. That's far down.
Yeah,
Not
it's
terrible.
like literally smack dab between here and Galveston. You know what I
Mm,
found out?
but
I've been like tripping on the history of Houston
okay. All right. Hit me with it.
because Buffalo Bayou, they got this like serial killer thing going on.
Yes, we do.
Have you have you ever like you've seen what Buffalo Bayou looks like, right?
Mhm.
Do you know that if it wasn't for Buffalo Bayou, there would be no Houston?
What do you mean? Like infrastructure wise?
No, like period. The reason why Houston started is because of that bayou.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because there was like these gangs and mafias that were running the docks down in Galveston and like charging taxes. So
Hmm.
people in Houston were like, "Fuck that! We're gonna start our own dock, like our own, and we're not gonna tax it, and we're gonna start like a huge business center here." And they like created this entire like ecosystem here, but they did it because of the bayou. They like you see how small it is now?
Hmm.
They used to be able to fit seafaring boats in there.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
And I
pretty
look at it
cool.
now, it's like that is so small. I wonder how
Yeah.
many people know like this city is only possible because of this.
No, probably very few.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like a Houston. I guess I'm a Houstonian now, but
No.
I wouldn't have known that.
How long have you lived here? No, doesn't even matter. If you weren't born here, these people we will forever be outsiders.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
San Diego, that's like one of those things where it's like you can become a San Diegan.
A San Diegan.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I don't feel like you're tech. You're.
no,
It's not here.
Texas
Yeah.
is a way of life
Hmm.
and it's also a culture and like all this like
Ticks. The rodeo.
the rodeo, but like when I walk down the street, people know that I'm not from here.
Oh yeah. That might go away.
No.
It might.
I've been wearing the same shit since I was 15.
I mean, it might. You dress like my husband. My husband wears like the same shit, and he's like, but now my husband, he can like look like all like boy's boy, and then he can put his boots on and do the Weldon shit, and then he just looks like a regular old Texan.
Yeah.
So he's got it. He got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
He can
Is he
dress
from
like
Jersey too?
no, he's a little Texan boy.
Okay.
He was born, so
He's a
he's
Texan.
a Texan.
Yeah.
He's a Texan, and with him, I made 3 small Texans myself.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
have a
funny.
Texan.
You have a Texan.
A little redhead Texan.
I wasn't gonna mention the red hair, but you know that it's red.
Oh no. Did I tell you what happened when she was born?
What did you say? Oops, this is not mine.
No, yeah, it was even better than that. She comes out and her hair looks red and curly.
Oh shit!
And I go back to her mom and I was like, dude, she's got red
You
hair.
gotta tell me right now. Tell me the truth.
Yeah, I was like, she's got
Tell me
red
the
hair. So then I like stand up and looked at the doctor. I was like, do you guys do paternity tests here?
Fucking asshole. I
And
mean,
then he told me no. And so every nurse or medical professional that I saw after that for the next 3 days, I mean, if I ever knew, I was like, hey, do you guys do paternity tests here?
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
Even though I
my
knew the answer was
God.
no.
Men are such asses. I swear. They
Yeah.
all come out looking funky. They need to oxidize. Give them a couple weeks.
So she's 2 months old now and she still has really blue eyes and red hair.
The blue eyes might stay.
Yeah.
They might stay.
And then there's her sister. They don't look anything alike in
They
my eyes.
do.
I don't think so.
I mean, you have some white babies.
You think the older one looks white?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she not?
Well, her mom is like
Maybe I need to
translucent.
see mom. So mom's fair skinned?
No, she's translucent
Okay.
and she's got red hair and blue eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you may have one tan child and one slightly
what?
less pigmented child.
I had this conversation with my daughter. I was like, do you see how she looks different than us? And she was like, what? I was like, yeah. Do you see like look at our skin and look at her skin? And she's like, what? I was like, oh, do you know what black people are? She's like, what?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. No, she'll come home and have those conversations with you on her own. Just let them happen.
Okay.
Yeah, just let those
My
happen.
wife was like, dude, you need to grow up.
It's funny though when you think about like it's funny because we think about that shit as we're growing up with kids.
Yeah.
Or like I constantly think like what is going through my 3-year-old's head, and like I want to get so mad at him for like jumping off the couch or doing some stupid shit, but like realistically he's probably got like do
Huh.
ba-doo 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 like going on in his head like
Did your kids look at your ceiling fans?
yeah, yeah, all the time. And that scared me because somebody told me that means they're autistic, and I was
What?
like,
Dude, my wife told me something so crazy. Have you ever read in Ezekiel the way that angels are described?
how they're scary. They're not like
Yeah.
angelic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah. That's a whole that got hijacked, but like they look there's one type of angel that looks like a ceiling fan. Like you could see how it looks like that.
Like similarities to a ceiling
Yeah.
fan.
It's like round with all these eyes. It's like the lights.
So you think she's like seeing a friend?
Somebody like my wife saw like a TikTok or something that was like, "Oh yeah, they think that they're angels." I was like, "Oh,
Or they just spin.
yeah."
Or they just spin.
I have that thought all the time. I was like, "What's going through your like how do you not think?" It's like, "Well, it's cuz we think in language." So do you just
They
think like
think in feelings.
abstractly?
In
Yeah,
feelings.
but what do you mean like feelings? Like
Hungry.
yeah, but they don't know that they are hungry.
They know they're hungry.
I think they just know that they're in pain, but that's still another signal.
Well, they know that like hunger is a pain because like when they get fed, the hunger goes away, and then they have gas, which is a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My baby is so good, right? No extracurricular crying. Like the yeah, the she never cried once when we changed not a single time when we changed her diaper.
Uh-huh.
Um, but she will cry when she's hungry or gassy.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's easy. She can figure herself out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, it's been really,
Run with
really
that.
cool.
Run with that.
She doesn't wake up and cry in the middle of the night.
Okay. So you guys
She
are getting sleep.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, my wife, my 2 month old has spent 95% of her life with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I
cool.
sleep with her, I feed her.
Don't be saying that on air. You're not supposed to sleep with your babies.
She sleeps on the same bed
She's okay. In a
separately.
in a tot.
You know those like pillows that are designed for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would never sleep on my chest all night long, ever.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Good. They're not coming for you.
You know what I heard?
Huh?
That it's legal to spank your kids in Texas. It's true. And I come from a place where it's illegal. And so, I've never spanked my kids.
That's
And
an interesting thing. How would you get prosecuted for spanking your child?
oh, in California?
Yeah, like like so you spank a 5-year-old.
Yeah, no, you will go to prison. It's child abuse.
How? Like they take that child's word? Or like do you need like a neighbor or something? Like
Do you know what like a CPS investigation looks like?
I mean not like firsthand.
Okay, well, they will come they so duty to report and duty to warn,
Mm-hmm.
like all they have to have is a suspicion that something happened, and if they get a call, they have to investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody says, "Hey, I think they're spanking their kids," which spanking your kids is normally not a very quiet thing. So like if somebody says, "Hey, I think they're spanking their kids," or if a teacher, this happens all the time, is like, "I think they're spanking their kids," they will come, like strip
You're
your
talking
child
like a
down.
spank on the butt. You're not talking about like an ass beating.
No, if
You're
you
not talking like an old school ass
corporal
kicking.
punishment, if there's any kind of like
Physical.
physical, yeah, it is. You can go to prison for it in California.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So imagine like when I find out it's legal in Texas, I felt like a weight just drop off of me. I was like, oh, because I've never spanked my kids. I don't think,
It's legal too.
but it's legal. Hey, you always got that card.
Oh God, at least you don't have to worry about it, you know?
Like when
Hey.
I was a kid, especially where I grew up, that you would see kids getting their ass beat in public.
Yeah, I know,
Their
I remember
moms,
that.
yeah.
The ear, like the ripping by the
Oh, the
ear.
hair, the
Yeah. Yeah,
ear,
yeah, yeah.
the like literally like the mom would like pull the belt off and spank their kids in the aisle at the grocery store.
I am a chancla mom. I will take my croc off, my sandal. I will do that. My boys know. If I start reaching for my ankle, they're like,
Mm-hmm.
gone.
You know who's really funny about that too is Vietnamese people.
Really, with the shoe?
Hmm.
That's funny.
Have you ever seen that video of Bush in Southeast Asia somewhere? He's like at somebody's parliament,
Uh-uh.
and they say he says something, and somebody threw a shoe at him.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my god. It was probably a really pissed off grandma.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll reach for my shoe. They know. I'm gonna hit them.
Yeah,
They take off. And I'll throw that crock too.
dude. Some moms are surgical with the shoe.
With the precision?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could throw it left-handed too.
That's crazy. Well, okay. Um, any last words?
Probably not. I shouldn't overthink it, but yeah, I guess. Thanks for having me and giving
Yeah,
me this opportunity. I feel a lot more relaxed this time when I'm not having to talk about myself as much.
yeah. And now you get to put people in the hot seat and talk about them.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely have some cool things. I'm watching women in the room and I'm talking and I'm picking out some people,
Cool.
picking out some really cool stories that I want to hear. So,
You know what's cool is as you interview them, they will be like, "Hey, I know somebody that you should interview."
mhm,
Right? So,
mhm,
um,
yeah,
so here's a little housekeeping for the show. This will be every other Friday for a little while. Maybe it'll go to every week. It's gonna be an interview style type thing, and she asked me to sit on it until she's comfortable to do it by herself.
yay,
But this will end up being the Clean Slate Friday, and it's supposed to be like a morning show.
yeah, lots of coffee. My vision, pretty much, I just imagine women sitting here talking about whatever it is that day.
Oh, we should call this the knitting circle.
The knitting circle, I'm here for it. I
Yeah.
can't knit. Do I have to know how to knit?
I mean, most people that are classified as like knitting circle people can't knit. I can knit
Okay, you
and crochet.
okay?
Yeah. And sew.
Are you trying to take my morning show?
No,
'Cause- okay, good.
I don't got the time.
Okay, yeah. Well, the knitting circle's cute. But yeah, I just more awareness for women. You got a really big following of like men.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed that. So I think I can bring some.
It's actually 98.7% men.
We're gonna keep me updated on that number.
Yeah.
Keep me updated on that. So, ladies, that means you need to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And my next one I think is Friday the 13th.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes. And I don't have anything like really finalized yet, but I have a couple little spooky ideas maybe. I have a
Okay.
guest in mind too. I'm trying to get my sponsor on here cuz man, she's got stuff to say, but adults and their jobs.
Shit, fucking adulting. That's, that was like one of the realizations that I had around my recovery. We'll get into that some other time though.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you for coming in, people. Thank you
Yes,
for tuning
sir.
in.
Thank
If you
you.
haven't already, please like and subscribe.